So what we did was we took apart each one of the bundles and did some counting on them to find out how many wraps or windings were per each bundle. And then we had some issues that had damaged the stator a little bit from when we were getting the other stuff out. And there may have been some pre-existing damage to it already. So we pulled off the laminations that were bad. We heated them up and burned off any of the film that might have been on there. Got it cleaned off. Flattened them back out as best we could so they can be stacked back into place, put back onto the stator as a whole. We've got the stator bars out. I don't know what these really are called, maybe the holders, but we're in a position to put them back in to hold all the laminations together. And we got a package in. It should have our replacement wire, the I can't think of what it's called, but let's get in there. We have the 10,000 thick fish tape for the insulator for the wires. We have red insulation varnish. That's the word that I was looking for. We have a spool, 1 pound of 24 AWG, and then we have 1 pound of 30 AWG. All right, so this is a 1 pound spool of 30 AWG wire. This should be more than enough. This is an enameled wire. It's very thin. This is what we're going to use to rewrap the motor with for the small piece. 24 gauge, 24 AWG. It's the same, from the same company. And we're going to create a way to wrap this into the individual coils. So this is the red insulating varnish, rapid drying insulating paint. It's non-conductive, provides a little bit of insulation so that if things get in there, they're not just connecting with bare wire or allowing the wires, if they rub a little bit, it also locks the coils in place. So when you have your, you can see it on this one, it has probably the same compound on there, but the wires aren't allowed to move freely. Yeah, just smells a lot like xylene. Has a deep red color, almost like a brick red color, and is relatively thin. And this is fish paper. So originally inside the stator was this stuff, which has a clear plastic and almost a colored tape on it. Let me see if I can find one to separate it out. So it has this clear plastic and then some type of a paper backing on it. I don't think this is like this, but this is an insulating paper. And we'll cut and fold it and form it into the stator as we go. So I'm going to carry on with putting the stator back together, getting these pieces aligned correctly, lining the individual arms back out, and cleaning it up as we go along. It's going to be straightforward. Stuff drawn already? Yeah. Shit.
So you painting xylene on it?
Yeah, it's going to give it a little bit of extra dry time, because this shit evaporates really slow. Come on. I guess that's it. That's all we got. Interesting. we erred on the side of caution and decided to go with a good 20+ hour cure time on the paint, because we're kind of using it like a glue, I think. So kind of like Christmas time, we're gonna unbox this thing. Nice. These are all laminated down. Anything else that we may need to do, if we need to file or machine the diameter inside of here, we will just clamp them so they don't move and lightly file them till they're completely in the right position. Nothing looks out of line this way. There is some deviation, or so it looks, on terms of the ID inside of there. So I'm going to take our alignment pin out, move it over to the other side, and we're going to kind of do the same thing on the second side. What the difference that we're going to do is, instead of trying to brush it on, we're going to dip the plates. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to line all the plates, make sure that they line up correctly in the order that they go in. Then we're going to get the varnish into a plate, paper plate, dip it, stick it. Here's our alignment notch that we're using right here. It's where this line is in the outside of the stator. Each one of these has a little notch in it. It's not the easiest to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop these plates on, align the fingers, and then set this off to the side so that we can come back and go for it. With them all on there now, I need to make sure that they're somewhat aligned. Okay, I'll get a plate. Oh. Well, that probably didn't go so well, but hey. Okay. Okay, I got to get these guys moved over into their right positions. And that's how quick that varnish dries. Hopefully these plates are stuck together and they're not coming apart.